Hello everyone. Yesterday's video I showed you how to install Red Hat Linux on the virtual machine. Today I will show you how to configure the Red Hat Linux for SAP HANA installation. Basically what I follow is that uh, there is a SAP configuration guide as per Red Hat Linux portal. So this is the portal site and they describe properly how to install and how to configure. So we already completed this part. So now we have to configure. Basically it's refers some SAP note. So I downloaded that note and I found so many packages needs to install. After that, the server will be ready for installation. So let's start. So that's why what I prepared the last time, that two server, HANA 1 and HANA 2. So let's start with that HANA 1. First need to log in with the root. Okay. So what I have to do, first of all, I need to disable the firewall. It's running. We have to stop this. Also, we have to execute that one by one. So the next, then this, then now again we have to check the status. Okay, so now the firewall is not running. So now we need to open the host file and we need to, basically that is the VI editor. You need to know how you can work, how you can operate the VI editor. So there's the configuration queue, and you probably remember that I already added the host name during the installation, so I don't need to put using the vi command, just write host name. So it's already showing that is here. So this part is done. So now we have to subscription. So basically subscription manager, we already subscribed or we already registered our using my username and password. So that is the reason it's showing the already registered, and we have done during the installation. So if you don't do during the installation, you have to do now. But as I already installed during the installation, so I don't need to do anything. I need to check and I need to follow that instruction to attach all role, and I have to check that my subscription is working fine. So it's a subscription manager is mandatory, otherwise you cannot install or you cannot download anything. So there is the reason first step you have to do the subscription. Okay, so you can see the status is subscribed. So now this part is done. Now I have to check the list. Okay, that is the start and end date. After this date you cannot install anything. So now I have to check that my subscription level. This is the comment. Okay, so you can see the SAP application, and here you can see the for SAP solution. So we have to check that it is SAP solution is there. So our subscription and everything is fine now. So now we can install it one by one. But here from the different SAP node, I just organized here. So you can just select everything. I mentioned why, because it's just auto confirmation. So I just paste here. So now it will start installing all packages. So by this time, let me configure the server 2. The same process I have to follow. So let me here, that is the server 1, and I'm connecting server 2. That is the server 2. I'm login root. So same way I have to follow the disable the firewall. It's running, need to stop. Then again this one, and now to check the status. It's not running, so firewall is stop. We need to add the host file. So now so this is the server 2, and this file is for server 1. So we need to change the configuration. It should be 6, and it should be 2, because that is the HANA server 2, and it should be 2. So this configuration is only for the second server. So now check the host name 2. Okay, we have configured up to this, and here actually I'm seeing that error. So let me clear that error. Okay, let me try with the, because I installed everything. Let me copy again, paste, and try. Let me check what's happening. It seems that it failed to download, so I just cancel. Is everything is download, installation is cancelled. Okay, it's difficult to stop, so let me try with the second server. So here, let me check the subscription level. Already registered. Auto. You can see that there are errors. This is the downloading issue or downloading problem. Okay, so let me finish the server 2 as we already started. Status, subscription manager. Is fine. Subscription manager list. Everything is fine as a installation. So let me try the first one. Everything is fine, so it should install. For example, the first one. Okay, so it seems that is the internet issue. So what I basically do, if you find the same issue, so there are official documents. I will try to follow these documents. So here I need to refresh the registration. Then subscription manager auto. then subscription manager list available. Okay, so now need to try with the first ins installation package again, and let's see. Okay, so now see, it's working fine, and is so basically if you find such issues you need to refresh your subscription. So you can see the first one is done. I am copying everything now, and I will copy here, I will paste. Okay, let it be complete. By this time, let's try with the second server. So second server, I think we also need to refresh, but let me try with the first one. If we found that it's not happening, then we have to go with the refresh our subscription. I'll see it is the same error, so we need to follow that SAP guide, that is subscription manager refresh. Then subscription manager attached auto. Okay, so now we can try with the first one. If everything is fine, then we'll install for all. It's look good, so I think we can go for the all package installation. So I copy here, is done. Okay, so basically that is the server 2 and this is server 1. I just reorganized the server. That is the server 1 and server 2. So still those packages being installed, we have to wait, and after that we have to configure one by one in both server. We are configuring both server because we have to scale out and we have to install our HANA DB in multi-host. So now installation has been completed. We have to continue with that other part. So let's copy this. This is active, and server 2, it is also active. Now we need to configure this file. We need to open BI editor, and we need to paste this line here. The same way we need to open the in the server 2. We need to copy this one. Okay, so this part is done. We need to execute here, execute here. We need to execute near the same way. You have to remember that you have to do everything, otherwise you may get some error in your during your installation. So you have to follow this properly and sequentially. If you miss the sequence, it will not work properly. So now we are here. Our system is 9. We have to set release version 9. It will take time. Here it will also take time. And now we have to copy the full line. I don't think there is something here. Copy and paste here and execute the same way. Execute. It will take time, but it will work. We have to wait a little bit. So I told you that you have to do everything in sequentially. Like if you don't execute this command here, you cannot install this one. So it's very important here. So I am copy this one. Same way here. We have to wait. This completed. Now we have to execute this one. here. Okay. Active. Active. So now you can see the current active profile is SAP HANA. So it means that everything is fine. So here this current profile is SAP HANA. So this is good. We have to continue this the same way. We have to continue this. Then this one we have to execute here. Put this one. And also here. It will throw an error, but it's okay. It's failed. So this last two is actually is not required. So we don't need to execute these two commands. So now actually this everything all part is done. I mean that we completed the part, the configuring Red Hat Linux 9 for SAP HANA installation. So we can now continue with this. So now we have to restart our system. I mean that we have to restart our to HANA what we just configured, and after that in the next video I will continue the HANA installation. Thank you so much.